started. So, welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. A big day today for everyone who is part of the Baked universe and the beautiful add-on that we created, the Blender universe. What I should say, it's a fabulous travel. But the first words are yours. Thank you, everyone who is you know.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's stream. We've been working towards this. Can you hear me, guys? Sorry.
Yes, loud
Okay,
and clearly and beautiful.
very good. My stream was starting. I did not know what was going on for a sec. So, welcome once again, everyone. We are the Blender Universe. We've been working towards this moment for a long time now. Maybe a little bit behind the scenes, but also a little bit in front of the scenes. And we're bringing today a little bit of a teaser, a little bit of a sneak peek into what the premium version is going to be of the Blender universe. Now, I think a lot of you guys have already been using the free version that has been out for a little while now. You were able to drag and drop in 3D models, geometry node setups, materials, and whatsoever. A lot of stuff. And thank you all so much for using that and giving us the feedback we needed to really push this to the next level in the premium version as well. And yeah, I think a lot of you guys are also coming from the Gumroad. Maybe they're using a lot of geometry node setups. So that is definitely something that we'll be getting into today as well. I got some new stuff for you guys to show, and I think we all have some new information, some new little details we can share with you all today. Hazy, do you want to pick it up now?
Yeah, I
I
think
actually,
we're gonna start with like the start of where the plugin came from, and Mr. Baked is actually gonna take over for that.
yes, sir. So, just to give everyone a little introduction, the inception of our lovely Blender add-on took place this year at the end of March. We basically started with a shader ball, a couple of materials, and geometry nodes created by Nino D4Q that is with us here. The shader ball got basically developed by our lovely add-on developer, the Bull Vader. But swiftly, we actually realized it, it has a lot of user friendliness. And with engaging in Build Space Nights and Weekends Season 3, we actively embarked on a developing uh, of the Blender Universe add-on. Our primary objective was to simplify utilization of different materials, geometry nodes, particle system, and models. This allowed us to amass of a diverse array of assets for our add-on users, streamlining their experience by enabling easy drag and drop functionality directly into the scene. Our participation culminated in reaching the top 64 out of 7,500 contests in the competition. Tough, our initial phase was challenging, struggling, and acquiring the first 10 users was actually pretty hard, and we had actually to fight for them. However, throughout the intense 6 week contest, we gleaned invaluable insights, further motivating us to expand the add-on's features and enrich the available assets for our users. Recognizing the scarcity of geonodes in other add-ons, we shifted our focus, inspired by the success of NeoDecoQ's highly loved Modify, which garnered significant attention across various platforms such as YouTube, TikTok, and other websites and streaming platforms. Uh, so yeah, this was from my part. Hazy, I think the mic and the stage is yours.
Awesome, thank you, Mr. Baked. So following that, we actually started Build Space Season 4. And with that, we just started the development of the premium section. We added new functionalities like the ability for users to upload their own stuff to support and contribute to our library. I actually joined the team during this time to help with the marketing and video editing. We had another talented 3D artist join. Shout out to Sylvester. He shared the same vision we have. And once again, with this build space competition, we actually secured a spot in the top 64 again, this time out of 18,000 participants. From there, we actually got our LLC registered, Baked Universe LLC in the state of Washington. We got officially joined the NVIDIA Inception program, giving us access to developmental tools, marketing strategies, and other features. And at this point, we actually have over 8,200 downloads on the free version of our add-on. And today, we're really excited to show you everything that we've been working on. So here we're announcing the official date for the release of the premium version with this video. So enjoy, everybody. So there we were able to tease just a few of the geometry nodes and assets that our team of artists have been working on for a bit. And we're excited to kind of delve into that in a little bit. All right. And unfortunately, sorry. So first, I want to thank Bull Vader. He's the dev who's been putting so much hours into actually making this happen, sacrificing sleepless nights. It's amazing, and we are unfortunately not able to hear from our founder today. He's not here with us, but he has a little bit of words he wants to say to you guys. So let me get that.
Hello and welcome everyone joining us today. I'm Liquid, one of the founders of Blender Universe. This is a landmark moment for us as we unveil the release date of our highly anticipated premium add-on for Blender. Our journey to this day has been an adventure of creativity, technical innovation, and a deep commitment to the community. We're thrilled to present to you the key features of our add-on, designed to elevate your Blender experience. Stay tuned as we delve into these features and share our journey in creating this add-on. Thank you for being part of this milestone with us at Blender Universe.
Well, thank you to Liquid. Now we actually want to go into a little bit of the more technical side. Our lovely developer, Bull Vader, is up here. Bull, are you ready to talk about what you've been working on and the plugin a little bit?
Yeah, sure. Can you guys hear me all right?
Loud and clear, Bull.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so we started developing this tool a few months ago. Our primary goal is basically having it user friendly as possible for everyone. So not all the technical stuff that usually is required to make big scenes. Even for add-ons like all the backend stuff. Normally people have to go through loops to install things, updates. We all want to have it just as easy as possible, right? So a few button clicks and you're already done, and you can just download stuff, upload stuff, and that was our primary goal. We have been constantly updating and developing the add-on for months now. At some point, I've stopped pushing it to the public because I needed to revamp the whole backend system and implement some features so that we could basically create a premium version of it as well. I've been developing dev builds on the back end so we can test. And as you might have noticed, the latest build had some issues where you could, let's say you press the download button, it took a while to get some information from it, and sometimes it didn't completely work, and but still, yeah, it was kind of okay. Now we have created a whole different system where you first download previews, and you can see that with the special icon it has. Those are basically small files that have the same asset type as the original file, but are basically empty, and that makes it that you can easily update your library. You can see all the thumbnails, how it looks, and if you're interested in that particular asset, you can press download original, and will download the original file from our servers. We have a premium that, of course, is coming out soon. That is behind. Um, you have to pay for it basically, and we decided to create a licensing service. We are using Amazon Web Services for it to create the licenses and to check them. They'll be stored in databases, and we can see
if someone has an active license or not. We can in this way we can also have like promotional keys or promotional assets that can be downloaded depending on your key. So yeah, this is a big change that's coming up. Um, and with premium assets, normally with the core asset, they will be downloaded directly to your drive, and you can just drag and drop them in. And but for premium assets, we decided to append them directly to your scene, and which makes it easier for you to just directly drag and drop them in your scene, and we'll all have very high quality assets. So we're constantly checking the quality of it and make sure that it's up to par with what everyone wants. In the video here, you see me creating some thumbnails. Uh, that's also something we're very busy on creating good-looking thumbnails that are basically what you see is what you get. So this example here, you see the hologram shader where you drag and drop it in the scene. It should be looking exactly like this, right? And later on in this video, you see me also creating some code, and that's something we also do. I noticed that when I have an object in the scene and I have two materials on it, I can't easily change the material to be active, right? So I can make like a new material slot, but I can't um, say like, oh, I want this one to be active right now. So I just created a tool for it. You can select an object, you can select which material you want to have, and you just press one button, and it changes the material to that material you just selected. Those type of tools are missing in Blender at the moment, and those are the tools we want to build for everyone. So if you have any suggestions, something you're missing, just tell us, and we will look into it, how we can create it, how we can make it easier for everyone to implement such things. Um, we will be focusing on a lot of user interface updates in the next couple of months. We will hold a beta test, so for people that want to try out the latest stuff we have, you can talk to us and we can give you a key, and you can basically test our newest and latest add-on, and have some of the assets already in your arsenal to create awesome scenes. Um, we currently are using Google Drive to store our assets. That was because we first needed to know how everything worked, of course, because for us it's also first time to create an add-on. So we needed to understand how the API worked of Blender. Google has a pretty nice API to hook our Blender API to, so that worked perfectly. Later on, we moved to the Amazon Web Service. That's working now as well. And the one of the first things we are going to do is scale up to storage of Amazon and have everything in one place and in one API basically. And let's see. Um, yeah, I think that's it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. And now that we heard from the mind of the project, if you could see the developing side of that, it's time we hear from the soul of the project, the community, and there's no better person to talk about that than our lovely community manager, Mr. Bake. Can you kind of share a little bit about the community for us?
Sure. Let me just give you some bullet points regarding to the community. We actually have multiple events during weeks within here in the Blender universe. We have from simply sessions where we chill and come together to Blender sessions where our lovely Sylvester gives us an introduction into different parts uh, of the Blender realm. We have educational classes that are hosted by our lovely Nino DevoQ. If you are interested into this, please have your eyes open, as next week we will have here on this stage another Blender class that is completely open, just simply to show off what kind of valuable insights our lovely artist has. Um, I highly enjoyed simply to see within my community, the community helping the community. To give an example, recently we had a lovely member joining. Then another member had a little problem, and they basically sit for probably 3 hours here in a VC, uh, basically kind of teaming around, spinning ideas, helping each other. What is, from my point of view, the most captivating part. However, we also have a couple of more things, uh, as we had to Halloween, a lovely creative contest where we supplied the people that were interested uh, into the competition, basically with a pumpkin where they could carve a pumpkin and win actually from 1 month up to like 3 months a premium key, so that as soon as we roll out the premium version of the add-on, they are supplied with a lot of amazing assets. So yeah, I think this was pretty much it from my topic, from my regard as the head of community that watches over the tickets or any other channels. If you ever have a problem, yeah, you don't feel treated right, you need help related to our Blender add-on, please join our Discord. Go to the channel that is named support. There's a little button that says create a ticket. I will happily do everything what I can to lead you through and troubleshoot you, and we will take care. This is something we write actually pretty big within the Baked universe: support and helping each other. We are four-dimensioned from dimension. So if somebody recognized, yes, it is a mix out of three different languages. This is based on the countries where all the founding members come from. Liquid from the US, me personally from Germany, and a vast majority of the other founding members are from the lovely Netherlands. That is actually the home of lovely Blender 3D software that is a free open source software that we all love and enjoy to use. So I think this was pretty much my department. Thank you for giving me the time. Thank you for letting me introduce you. What I have to do, or what is my department inside this little community. And I would love to welcome you all in the future inside our Discord, and would love to see you and connect with you uh, during all the different events that we offer. We have also later, if you want to basically relax and enjoy, a lovely movie night. It's always lovely to be around. And we also have a reward system, but I don't want to go too far into that as my time is running, and we have a lot of other lovely people that also still have something to say.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Baked. And thanks everybody for being here. If you have any questions, wherever you're watching the stream, feel free to ask questions and we can get to them. If you're in the Discord, feel free to raise a hand. There will be a Q&A section at the end as well. But Mr. Baked kind of highlighted the competition and the community, and so we can now focus a little bit more on like the marketing side of it, because those videos were actually very important to what we were doing. Our main marketing strategies are actually our videos, whether it's the educational ones we have or the shorts that tease the different geometry nodes and things we've been working on. We put a lot of effort into optimizing our YouTube, the SEO aspects of it, thumbnails, all of that. We put time into Twitter and X. And the other main thing that we really focus on is looking at our competition. We see there's so many great add-ons, and you know, people want a lot of different things, and not every add-on has everything. And we noticed there is a lack in geometry nodes for some of these bigger add-ons. So we decided to kind of leverage that. When it comes to like our ideal audience, there's kind of two sides of it, right? The first is actually the really experienced artists, the game developers, working professionals. With our geometry node setups and the asset library that's going to continue to be growing through time, it's going to allow artists to create scenes really easily. It's going to allow game developers to create levels much quicker. Because at the end of the day, making sure that we stay true to helping artists do what they want to do is really great. And here you can actually see live footage of our Sylvester using a lot of the stuff from the plugin to create the ramen shop from an anime that I do not know. I'm going to skip to the end to show off the. Well, did that not work? There you go. Oh, trying to skip to the end to show the animation. There we go. So here you can see a lot of these assets and geometry nodes are actually going to be in the premium section. The other side of it, the audience would be complete noobs. Through our classes and workshops, I actually created this. I've had no experience in Blender. I do, like I said, I focus mostly on the marketing and the video editing, but through Sylvester's help and the plugin, I was actually able to make this and enter our competition, and I had a lot of fun doing it. And now when it comes to how we position ourselves, the Blender Universe is our flagship add-on by Baked Universe LLC, and it stands as the essential hub for 3D artists with a primary focus on accessible tools, procedural models, and materials. Our community, fueled by both procedural and handcrafted contributions. It positions the Blender Universe as the forefront of innovative and versatile 3D design. So that's kind of how we see ourselves, who we're trying to promote our plug or add-on to. Yeah, it's really exciting. But now I believe I can actually throw it over to the artists, the heart of our community, and I'm going to start with Sylvester. We have a little footage from you. Are you ready to speak on that?
If my microphone is working, I'm totally ready, sir. So roll it.
Yes, sir. You are good.
Let me switch it for the live stream too. Yes, there we go. What's up, everybody? I'm one of the artists of the Baked Universe, the Blender Universe, and yeah, first of all, I can't say how excited I am for where we're right now. At the screen, you're currently seeing some of the stuff I'm working on. I will be mostly focused on like geometry nodes and yeah, creating procedural stuff. We think it's important to have a lot of assets, but we also absolutely see the fun in fully customizable assets. So, for example, we have this jukebox you're seeing right now. This is fully animated through the geonodes, and people will be able to select the number of records they want to play, which record they want to pick, and so on. So that's basically, yeah, what we're trying to do is create stuff that will make it easy for you to either enhance your scene or build up your scene, be a great starting point for your scene. Some technical tools, as you can see right now. We've also been playing with some Fortnite stuff because we really think the future is in like multiverses of metaverses, games. Yeah, basically you see more and more 3D stuff and people getting ready for it. So basically that's what we just want to support by creating stuff for it. And one of the things is we're also creating this stuff live. We have our classes, and personally I do the workshops in the Blender Universe. These take place every Tuesday at 6 p.m. UTC, and the next couple of weeks they will be open to everybody, and we'll be mainly looking at like stuff from within the add-on we're creating. So if you run into something, or if you would like to see something added, or whatever, just join the workshop, and we can have a lot of fun. Right now you're seeing like a little modeling I did. This is stuff we also teach in the classes and in the workshops, and this will be an asset in the asset library. It's basically just to give an overview of a workflow. And one thing that I love about our community is everybody's always open to suggestions and stuff. So if you're looking for something, or if you're stuck with something, most of all, we love you just dropping in. Either drop in the live chats, which are fun, or just use the forum for what it's supposed to be. And yeah, we're here to help you out. And basically our mission is to get everybody on a big Blender mission and get everybody working with it. And I think that sums up pretty much most of my talk. The video is still running, so let's let that run for a bit. And I think after me there will be a talk by Bullfader. Yeah, he's basically one of our game devs, and he will tell you a lot more about what we have planned for game stuff and such.
Yep. Yeah, so I'm actually a technical artist. That means that I can both do coding, technical setups, and art. what I know is that Blender is basically becoming mainstream, right? So all the big companies that use 3D applications for their games or media uh, are using Blender at the moment, and we do see a gap where exporting to a game engine or to other such programs can be quite difficult because there's a lot of technical stuff that needs to be correct. For example, a normal map has a red and green and blue channel, and the green channel needs to be flipped in some programs and some not, right? So setting that all up is a big a hassle. You have to know what you're doing constantly. You have to check. You have to import, go back, re-import, and we want to make that easier. We want to the user to be able to say like, okay, I created the scene and I'm selecting what I want to export. You click a button and you say like, let's say you want to export for Unreal Engine, and it will set up everything correctly for you. It will pack certain shaders together, make it easier for you to handle the load, the exports, and then you open up Unreal and you import it. Such tools need to be made, in our opinion, and also with the new release of Fortnite, no Creative 2.0, I think it's called. A lot of new users will stream in, so young people trying to create environments or levels. There's a few tools they Unreal has published for creation in Creative 2.0, and it has its own language, and it's something we're gonna take a deep dive in and basically create tools for those such users to make it easy for them. You don't have to have all the technical details to create awesome stuff in both programs. Right? So that's our aim for the next couple of months as well. Besides our premium, and I'll also be focusing mainly on creating game assets as is. So already packed correctly, a lower poly count, UV unwrapped correctly, and yeah, I think that's a big market we can touch on as well. So I'm really excited for that, and yeah. So if you have any questions about game art, please let us know as well. And it's something I want to mention as well. We have a ticket system. Mr. Bate already talked about it a little bit. 9 of the 10 times there's someone available and can help you with problems that are there at the moment. So if they're add-on related, you can just ask it, and most of the time can be resolved quickly. If it's a bigger error, more technical, either me or one of the other artists can step in and check out if we can solve it for you. But the key is that we always want to yeah, help you guys out and make sure that it all works for you. Right? Because that's important that you just have a good experience. And if something isn't working correctly, or you think like, hey, maybe this button should be in another menu or also in another menu, just tell us, because that's how we know that things need to be changed up and improved. Basically. So, and I think the next one is Nino, who's gonna talk about
Yeah,
his art.
we're actually going to end this PowerPoint and get into Nino's live demonstration of what we've been going on. Probably what everyone's been waiting for.
Oh boy. Yeah, so this is gonna be 2 sections. First one, I'll show you a little bit what we have right now, the free version, what we have got in there, and then the exciting second part will be what's going to be in the premium version. Now I will switch between 2 blenders as well, because in the premium at some point we're also going to have 4.0 assets, geometry node setups, which means that we, yes, are going to include some repeat zones and stuff like that as well. So let me start off by going in 3.6. Let me see. This should be the one. Now let me see if I can actually stream my own stream. Should be possible. There we go. And let me head into the Blender. Right. So this is a clean little scene. Nothing in there, not even the cube. I deleted that. So let's just, let's walk through this a little bit. So we got a few different sections right now: geonodes, materials, models, even particle systems. And you can see there's a little bit of a tool tabs that's already there, but it will be there for later as well, because in Blender 4.0 we're going to have tools, geometry node tools that you will be able to use. So let me just drag a few things in there. I know most of you just want to see some dragging and dropping and the ease of use of this. Let's say a little lighthouse. Let's see. There we go. Amazing. Now, forgive me if I go to rendered view, it may be a little bit tricky because I am running 2 Blender versions right now. So let me just not do that too much then. There we go. A clock tower. Big assets, of course. We got masks. We got chemical tanks. All right, so everything in here is drag and drop, ready to go, textured and all. So let me delete that. Some geometry node setups, right? Mossify is one of mine that did the best so far. So we can just, try that out on Suzanne, for example, right? And let's just show the ease of use of all of this. So I've just subdivided this, of course. We need a little bit of subdivisions at least. And let's just add Mossify on there as a drag and drop. And there we go. We got Moss on there. Looks nice in the render. Once again, I'm not sure if it's gonna work this time, because you'll see why not, because in order to see I'm going a little bit crazy. So we got Mossify, everything as a little drag and drop, even the geometry nodes. You can just drag and drop that on snow, whatever you need. It is very easy to use, as well as, of course, materials, right? So let's see that as well. I love the hologram one. Here we go. Now I may have dragged that into an empty slot. There we go. Hologram, right? It's even playable, animated, and all. Right, so that's pretty much it. Let me just drag in a particle system while we're at it as well. There will be much more of these as well. They're pre-animated, pre-simulated as well, cached, and also it's very easy on your system. So let me change my stream for a second now. Let's see, I should be able to just cancel that and just redo a different stream, right? There we go. Right, so you already see why my computer was struggling a little bit, because this is the first model that I want to show. You may already be able to tell what it is, but is it a panda or is it just a bear? Let's just see. Right, so this is one of the 3D models that we will have in the end as well in the premium version. It's fully rigged, fully textured, fully groomed. It has fur, everything you need pretty much to make this work in animations, in stills, in promotion material, whatever. It is completely rigged and finished, right? So that's one of the assets that will be in there. And of course, hair is weighted with geometry nodes, because that's what I love. You'll see that it is completely rigged as well. Let me see the armature, right? So I can move everything around. I can pose this in different ways. I may have to clean that up just a little bit before we, before we go to the final part. But you can see I can move everything around, the hips, I can rotate my panda, make him stretch and eat the apple pretty much from the side view. Beautiful. So let me go through this a little bit quickly. And so the panda, for example, we got a robot as well. Let me go to rendered view. Fully rigged and ready to go. This is one from our little storyline, our comic book. And yeah, fully rigged, fully textured as well. Quite fun. We got some simpler models as well. For example, the one we used during the pumpkin carving contest, right? Just a little pumpkin, quite interesting. I was working on some wood stuff with actual nice textures on there as well. It's quite fun to do. And I got a lot of geometry nodes and I added quite a lot that not even the team has seen yet. So this is a little bit of a sneak peek for everyone, I guess. So we got, for example, I called it Breakify for now. Let's say you have a spaceship floating around and you want this to be damaged. You want this to be broken. Well, drag that little geometry node on that and it will break, right? It's as easy as that. Next up, of course, Webify, right? Something that I've already shared that, but it's a lot of fun. It will be in the premium section as well, included, completely real time pretty much. And this is even a cycles scene, right? So you can imagine how fast it will be in Eevee. And yeah, completely customizable, dripping off the web, something interesting, right? It's very, very fun to use. And it works in very large scenes as well. It works on forests, it works on mansions, haunted mansions. and whatever. It works everywhere. Now next up, little piler. Right, it's something that I needed a lot in Blender to pile things up, and I really didn't want to run a simulation every single time. So we got Pilify, or no, we call it different, I guess. We call it, I called it Stack and Pile for now. And, you know, it's just another little procedural generator that we can change the, well, pretty much all the values, right? So very easy, a lot of fun, real time, no simulations needed at all. Beautiful. Next up, a lot of nature assets. I know a lot of people will love those because nature is everywhere. It's even indoor, right? We put little plants up our counters and on our desks to make us feel like nature is close at all times. So we got a little mushroom, for example. And the fun part about all of these assets is that most of them are actual curves. So what I can do is go into edit modes and just draw myself some more mushrooms. Amazing, right? So you can make any shapes. I can make a little heart and it will possibly turn into a heart-shaped mushroom, you know? And that just depends on how good I can draw at this point. Right, so quite interesting. You can drag that. Seaweed, of course. We're working on a lot of underwater stuff as well because we felt that like that lagged a little bit. So we got seaweed, of course. Amazing. And let me show some more. I have a tree rock for some reason, but it looks like a lot of fun and fantasy scenes, right? We can draw and it will just capture a rock with wood. It looks like, well, a lot of fun to use. And for example, dandelions, right? I once walked outside, saw a dandelion with a little bit of a water bubble. Loved the look, made it in geometry nodes. Why not? All right, this will be part of it. And just draw everything, pretty much. Same as this little root, something that just lays flat on the floor, right? Just draw your roots and they will be in your scene as well. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Right, a lot of nature. I'll just skip through that. Same, draw your little plants, right? Could be used for underwater, could be used for on the water or on land for that reason. Flowers, important stuff, right? Same thing. Draw your flowers. Easy stuff. They will be completely customizable, right? Leaf size, flower type, stuff like that is all going to be completely customizable. Same as these little stringy parts, right? There, I think I even animated these. You can see the little light points there animate. Amazing. And this is actually something I made during one of the classes, right? So if you want to learn how to make this in a live setting where you can ask questions and stuff, then feel free to do so. We'll make cool stuff like this in geometry nodes as well. I think we're almost at the end. Yeah. Right, some basic plans. I won't show everything off. It's very easy to use, drag and draw as well. Now, a tree as well, small little tree. I wanted to make a little bit of a more stylized version, but that looks great in moss, looks great in nature. We got the same one, but then red, right? Looks very nice. And once again, this is a geometry nodes, right? If I show the geometry nodes, and this is completely customizable, and we'll be able to change the type, change the materials of the stem, of the leaves. We'll be able to choose how many stems, how many leaf parts, you know, everything. And we got a little shell there, of course, because, well, shells are everywhere as well. Snails are not fast, but they are everywhere. Now we got a little mushroom that is not completely in one piece anymore. And next up, a little tree generator, more nature stuff, right? So we already have a lot of geometry nodes that we are going to add to that premium section. So we're hoping to get a lot of value of all of the assets there as well. So I can just draw trees, you know, and they'll be added there beautifully. Right, let me wrap this up real quick. I think I got the most interesting one, I guess, for the end. This is a little Spark simulation that we use simulation nodes for. It's a little slow right now because it's real time. Let me show just how that looks. Right, a little bit of like a Doctor Strange kind of vibe. Amazing, right? So simulation nodes, simulation zones, also part of that premium. Now the next one is the last one as well, and it's Mossify. Right, Mossify is something I've been working on for 2 months now. I think even longer. And I'm just here to show off a little bit of what it can do, right? So what can you expect from Moss in the assets? So the upgraded version of Mossify, right? So I've made a few different biomes and all of these assets as well. They can be used But let me just show you a few of the biomes that I've worked on. So this is one of them. Let me zoom in a little bit. It's rendering a little slow. This one, for example, number 2, is more of like a little more expanded biome, right? And all these assets are custom created, so that means that you can use them for whatever. And yeah, they are all made by us, which means that our license will apply to every single one of the assets, right? Number 3, we got a little bit of more of a dead kind of moss, I guess, right? You got forts that have more dead types of moss. So that's this. And number 4, and well, let's show number 5 as well then, right? This one, a little bit more magical. Now, number 5, my favorite, magical, even more, right? Oh my god, that's quite big. Let me calm that down a little bit. There we go. Right, it's magical moss, right? Why not? Why not magical moss? Let me change this for a sec. Right, so all of these biomes are made with at least like 5 different types of assets, and so that is all part of the premium as well. And let me show the last one. I think 6 is the last one. The scale needs to be tuned down just a little bit. Right, this one is more of a jungle vibe, which means that it's chaotic and a lot of different assets spawn there. Right, I hope I showed enough premium assets that will be part of it. I don't want to talk for too long. So I guess we're going back to you, Hazy.
Sounds good. Oh my god, I can't speak for the rest of the team, but yeah, I haven't seen all of that, and I was pretty excited to see some of your teasers. Thank you for that. Now we can actually move to the Q&A section. If anyone has any questions, feel free to jump up, type them in whatever chat you're in, and one of our teammates that are monitoring will relay it to us on the stage.
Yeah, I just want to add a little bit to this because I'm also amazed because I haven't seen half of these as well. But this shows how powerful Blender is becoming, and the technical setups you can get from our premium in the palm of your hands, just creating these biomes and creating cool scenes. Using it in either production or for yourself, it doesn't really matter for us. We just want to see people create cool stuff. For the information on all these setups and all the tools we have created, we are creating something called Gitbook. It's a place where we can store information, show screenshots, and basically how-to guides for our add-on and for setups. And it will also be integrated in our plugin. And I think the most important part is that 4.0 is a big game changer. It also is making all add-ons having to revamp their add-on a bit. So, but we want to be able to have the latest versions all the time. So after we release our beta and we are sure that it's stable, the first things we're gonna do is upgrade to 4.0, and then from that point keep up to date with all the new releases from Blender, and so that you guys can have all the latest tools. And when something new comes out, we will study it and we will create tools for it as well. So just so everyone knows.
I actually have a question to call out all the artists, and you might not like the question. You have to pick among your babies. What is the one thing you're most excited to bring to the plugin? What asset, geometry node? If there's one thing that you were like I'm excited for the world to see this and see how they can use it. I'd love to know what you guys are gonna say because there's so much good stuff.
Who's first? Me first, or
Go ahead, Bull.
I'll go first. Yeah. So for me, it's of course the add-on itself. So a lot of the tools that I'm planning and the ease of use of it, but also game assets. I love game assets. I love hand painted art, stylized art. I mean, I was a World of Warcraft player for 8 years, and I just love those type of assets. So for me, you'll see a lot of those, a lot of hand painted cool stuff, brushes. yeah, all kind of stylized assets, and of course the exporting to game engines. So I'm wondering what the rest has in mind.
Um, for me, I'm really excited to see what how people are going to spice up their scenes. For example, I've been working for a while on Neonizer, a new version, which will basically bring neon signs to scenes. And I can't wait for them to show up in nice and moody scenes with some neon in it, because yeah, that's what I love myself. And furthermore, also the nature assets like trees and stuff. I can't wait to see what people are going to create with the things we're building.
Amazing. Yeah, it's really nice to use everyone's assets that are in there already. It's like you share a part of your mind with each other, and life gets way easier by sharing stuff. So that's the plan with the entire community, right? For myself, I am in love with geometry nodes. There's no secret anymore. So that's what I'm gonna keep bringing, as well as a little bit of some creatures. Maybe that's what I'm interested in at the moment as well. So maybe some more rigged characters, more rigged creatures, and yeah, nature stuff as well.
Awesome. Thank you guys. I'm really excited for the pizza geometry node. I'm gonna make so much Hawaiian pizzas. People are gonna hate it. Does anyone from any of the streaming have any questions? Oh, Mr. Baked has a question.
Oh, and can I add
Uh,
one thing? We're really curious what people want to see. So if you have ideas for nodes or ideas for assets, just let us know. For example, I've been working on the pizza node. What are your favorite ingredients? Let us know, and we might add it to the pizza node, for example.
Awesome. Thanks, Sylvester. Mr. Baked, what was your question?
I didn't have a question. It was more about the topic, what I love about our plugin. Add-on. Oh my God, I did it right before we
Shame,
went.
shame.
Yes,
No.
yes. Ring the shame bell. Ring the shame bell. I absolutely deserve it. Um, Add-on. I simply been by far not as talented as the Volvator, Sylvester, or Nino. However, I'm very, very, very fortunate to have these lovely people around me inside my team. So I basically get consistently supplied with the whole array, what we have offer, and it made actually me as a person that first when we started basically said, well, Blender, it's too much, it's overwhelming. I it didn't catch me as it was a lot. As like probably everyone see, you can do in Blender so much, yeah. If it's UV unwrapping, working with shader nodes, then geometry nodes, and all other node system, modeling, sculpting. There's so much. This was at the beginning way too much for me. And I'm very, very fortunate basically to have these lovely people around me that made even me possible to create for all events that we have in our Discord. Basically, like small little scenes. The base room got me supplied by our lovely Bull Vader. Then our lovely Nino and Sylvester came in and supplied me with other assets. So I could simply start to get in touch, learn short keys, what is very valuable when you work with Blender. Um, so I could simply have fun. And with having fun, this is the best way, from my point of view, to learn. And this is what I wish everyone else, yeah? Just get it started. Use the add-on. Play around with the assets. Create like a small, tiny room. Just place the assets. Um, you have valuable information on our YouTube channel that go over from basically creating a town where you get like the first couple of shortcuts and everything explained by our lovely Nino DVQ that goes further into the depth of creating a tutorial. And I think pretty everyone who is in the realm of animes or who likes animes knows my great neighbor Totoro. I just can highly recommend to watch the videos. If you might want to see a certain tutorial in the future, please reach out. There's only one thing that we really, really valuable, even over everything else over the community. And this is feedback. And just with the feedback, we can reach new heights. just with the feedback, we can produce a product that will satisfy everyone. Yeah. Yes, at the beginning, we can't please everyone. This is not possible. Yeah. But as simply as we just have even so much feedback. Yeah. So on any way how you want to supply us with feedback, if it is through a form that we have on multiple websites, inclusively our Gumroad, or if you simply turn into our Discord, open up a ticket, and say like, "Hey, lovely Mr. Baked, could you please maybe do a tutorial over a lovely how to create a lovely little robot, what Nino started during the last class that was openly also here on the Blender stage, whatever it might be, please come, give us the feedback, give us the suggestion, and we look for a way to work that out. Yeah, we are here for the community, and we will not give up till we are head ahead or even lead the field of add-ons within the Blender realm. Thank you.
And I want to add to that that like you mentioned, we have a forum on our Discord. We are trying to create a big community with artists and people that try to be creative, and even people that want to start learning Python. It's also fine. We can help with that as well. And I think it's important to have a place where people that are creative can call home, right? So they can come there, they can ask their questions about what they're creating, they can drop their portfolios. We will help you improve it. If you have questions about jobs in the industry, you can talk to us. We're all coming from the industry, so we know a lot about it. And we already had one of our members uh, that was pretty early in this development. We helped him with getting his skills up, and he ended up getting a job somewhere. So it's what makes us happy. We call this community our home as well. Even I come in and show my portfolio or show something or talk about a job that I like to have and how to approach it and that's one of our key goals why we started this in the first place is to create a universe for people to be at to come in every day and just check in, say hi, chill with us, show your art, show what you think is cool, new add-ons that you see from others. It's also fine. We want to have an amazing experience for everyone. So just let us know and don't be afraid to ask because everyone started somewhere, right? So there's a lot of stuff that I try to do right now, especially within the marketing stuff or speaking on stage. It's all new for me as well, and I need to learn as well. So I'll be asking Mr. Hazy or Mr. Baked about those types of things. They will help me with that as well. So,
Bull,
right.
Mr. Hazy's my father.
Oh, sorry,
Let's just
sorry.
say no, Bull, thank you so much. I just wanted to say we have about 4 minutes left. So if anyone on the team has any like kind of final remarks they want to say, I want to thank anyone who's been here for your time. We really appreciate it. This has been a culmination of a lot of people's hard work for many months, and I don't want to put word in anyone else's mouths on this stage or in the team, but we're all so incredibly proud of each other, the community, and everything we've done. So thank you. If anyone else has anything to say, the stage is yours.
Oh boy, I always get so excited after all of these stuffs. Everyone is excited and passionate, and that's what brought all of us together, isn't it? A passion for Blender, a passion for community, for growing together. And as long as you're passionate about whatever, you can always feel welcome in the Blender universe, right? We accept you with open arms, and that's what Mr. Baked always says. When you make a ticket in a Discord, there's always more than one people responding, which is nice. So feel welcome, and please join us. Yeah, join us more often. Be there more often. We're regularly in our main channels, just chatting with each other. So thank you all so much for tuning in and helping us with this journey.
Thank you, Nina. Anyone else?
Oh boy, so much has been said. I don't have much to add except for let's go.
Heck yeah. Oh yeah, we guess we could say we're just getting started.
Yep.
Mr. Baked, my lovely friend, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Yes, we just getting started is actually the right word. I mean, what the captivating travel from like the end of March to now, the end of November. I also would love to invite everyone as we celebrate tomorrow night to the Sunday morning, my lovely birthday, as I turn 32. Please, I would love everyone who is listening over on Twitch, YouTube, X, wherever you are. Please, I would really appreciate if you could celebrate with me your birthday. Come in if you want to do me a favor and give me a little present. I have actually only one wish. Download our Blender add-on. Create something, show it off in the Show Your Creations channel, and all my wishes are fulfilled. Thank you for spending this hour with us. I need to hold back my tears as I'm beyond words. Thank you for everyone who basically stick with us. Um, I'm more than blessed to have an amazing team. Shout out to Hazy, Nino, the Fastest, Bullvader, The Logic, Maple, Liquid. There are so many people. I I I'm beyond words. I'm more or less speechless. So um, wherever you are in this world, you're loved, you're welcome. And if I ever could do you a little favor, please don't hold back. Join our Discord, and I will do my best to do so.
All right, thank you, everybody. This is the conclusion of our stream. I appreciate your time. If you want to hang out, ask questions, we're going to jump into one of our Hangout voice chats. So thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely night. See you over in the other voice channels that we have available.
Have an amazing day.
Have a good day, guys.